things that, it would be just nicer if people could try to look for those things, because obviously we don't agree overall, but, when you keep saying the same thing to someone, what you say can change. You can change from, you don't have a position, to here, I understand your position and here's why it's wrong. But anyway, for example, okay, I agree with Gary, there is no ultimate purpose to life. Oh, and that means for some people, classically, there is no purpose to life, period. But I don't feel that way. Some people find out there's no ultimate purpose to life and they feel like they're trapped in this life, like a prisoner in this life with no meaning. But to me, I feel liberated, ultimate meaning. Well, where's all this meaning we've experienced come from then? Because that stuff's pretty good, whatever it is. If it's not ultimate, well, what is it? It's personal meaning. And it's liberating that we have the opportunity, actually, to go ahead and have our personal meaning. When we were chasing ultimate meaning, there was this problem of we never got any. That's what the skeptics face. They're like, well, we never get any meaning this way. You objectivists are like, no, we still get the meaning. We've figured it out. It's kind of, you figure out what, you can't quite figure it out, but you figure it out anyway, and you got it. Yeah, well, you were fooling yourself, okay? So that's pretty much where we disagree. One of the major parts, that you don't have to have an ultimate justification. There's other kinds of justifications. All right. Now, another thing is that you guys are insisting. It seems to me like to you guys, this issue has a lot to do with comparing. For example, kind of thing it has to do with comparing so you're you're thinking a lot about, my pleasure, and can that justify another person's suffering somehow? No, that's something that if you're looking for ultimate meaning, you might look for. Okay, but I've said many times, I don't know why you're stuck on this with me, applying this to me. You guys are still saying as if, my enjoyment makes up for it. No, it specifically doesn't. I'm a relativist. I don't believe you can compare one person's pleasure and another's. So to me, when you're asking, is life worth living, you just have one life to ask that about. You don't get to ask, is life worth living about anybody else's life. Okay. So you have to just be talking about one person when you're adding up these measures and and pleasures. And I did not say ever that you could mix and match these. I didn't say that you could take my pleasure looking at an M.C. Escher painting and say that compensates even a little bit, let alone overall, for things like the Holocaust. Obviously not. Okay, what I'm saying is if somebody does go through something like the Holocaust, they might be able to compensate. They might be able to overcome their issues with dealing with that experience, might be able with some productive activity. It's be different for different people. Some people might want to put themselves into hunting down Nazis after an experience like that. Other people might want to do art that helps express how they felt and maybe helps avoid doing that again in the future. Or maybe they want to do art that has nothing to do with that takes their mind to some other place. Or maybe they want to become an engineer or help their community or put their mind on something else entirely. Okay. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that you can add up the positive and negative experiences in your own life together. That you can. If we want to start judging on a societal level, then you have to let every individual do that and then get together with some sort of means to find out, ask them all. Take a statistical reading, say, well, mostly we're happy with life, mostly we're not, mostly whatever. Now, where these issues that you guys are concerned of come back in is for you to have a pleasurable life, a net positive life. Does that necessarily mean that somebody had to have a net negative life? Does your net positivity come from their negativity. And if that's the case, then fuck you. Your pleasure sucks and I'm against you. But I have found that no, I can have positive I can have a bad experience. I could get dumped by a girlfriend, and if I go into nature and hang out by the river and write myself some poems and you know, work on it a bit, I can get back to a positive state of mind. And I don't see how me hanging out by the river takes a pound of flesh out of anybody. The kind of pleasure I value does not take a pound out of other people. I don't think it has to be that we do that. I believe the argument that there's a resource shortage to such a degree that we have to oppress other people is a lie, and you can easily see it's a lie because they've told us that throughout history. And we know that this planet could feed the amount of people there were, you know, 1,000 years ago, 300 years ago. And the whole time we're being told, well, no, we have to oppress those people. It's just not enough to share. That's a lie. I'm supposed to become an anti-natalist after buying a lie like that, I guess.